What's up, guys, and welcome back to Hughes Gaming. My name's Hughes, and welcome to the Outer Worlds 2. In the last part, we did some quests for folks around Fairfield, and we came here to find Jackson Plum. And then when we got here, he jumped off there thinking he could fly, and he had double jump boots. So to start off this episode, we need to get up there to get a drive overloader with our double jump. Alright. Can I make it over there? Yeah. Alright. Now where we gotta jump over there, so let's get a little running start. Bam!
Oh, you're by our crop of Brachythecium rotamulum. They're found in...
Pruned vines. These lush, thick vines are clearly being cultivated for the utility, but you lack the knowledge to make use of them. Medical 3 or Science 3?
They're found in bandages and burn tinctures. If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste.
Pick up drive overloader. We need to get up higher to insert that. Those jumping boots are amazing.
That's it? It was that easy?
That easy.
That was some impressive climbing. Poor Jackson could have learned a thing or two from you. Starting with the right direction to jump, I suppose.
Now let's see about bailing you out, shall we?
Wonderful. Get us down, and I'll happily compensate you in accordance with standard Auntie's Choice urgently improvised extortive standards.
Oh, copy that. This gets inserted. Assuming right here. The harvester's lifting armature has ground to a halt and needs a drive overloader to allow it to push through the obstruction. Let's go talk to these fools.
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
Keep from getting trapped in any other harvesters, would ya?
I agree with Liza. I'm inclined to keep a few paces from farming equipment from now on. Here's your reward for evacuating us with all our parts intact. I perhaps ain't as awash in currency as I'd prefer, so you can have my helmet as well. It was useful for identifying crops we'd missed in our harvest, but to be honest, I'd like a little distance from plants for a spell.
Your helmet. Monocular target Finder. Range scanner grants additional weak spot damage relative to how far away the target is. Further distances grant a larger bonus, but damage fall off is still applicable. Damage bonuses max out at 30% at 100 meters. So we are going to do above and beyond repair. Officer Babylon Kaur of Fairfield needs the Automech Repair Center permanently incapacitated. Visit the facility and prevent it from ever supplying repairs to Protectorate Automechs in the region again. Aiding her should help you get into the box relay. Optional. Find Automech Repair Center access credentials within the Ministry of Accuracy. You may be able to find some credentials that will allow you into the Automech Repair Center at the Ministry of Accuracy. Now we are going to head to this marker to the left over here. Try to find some credentials. Now these do not prevent fall damage, the double jump boots. So as I was saying, be careful taking fall damage. Alright, thank God for trauma kits. Can't believe I did that. This looks like where we have to go. Is that a... You are alive. Ministry of Accuracy. What are you guys shooting at, bro? What gun you got? A prism or repeating rifle?
Confronting threat.
Who are you confronting? All these losers are dead. Can't loot that guy. Can't loot that guy. Sounds like people are fighting in here.
Hey, as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Inez. What's going on, Inez?
No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt.
Are you some kind of hunter?
If the occasion calls for it. But I fancy myself something of a biologist. Or, at least I used to. Me and raptidons, we're well acquainted. I know their patterns, behaviors, attacks. Know what gives them an edge around folk who ain't in possession of that knowledge. Which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here?
Commander Kaur sent me here to find a way into the ARC.
Oh, that's a high-profile target. Huh. If she entrusted that to you, then I reckon we're on the same side. Or something like it. I'm Inez Silung, Auntie's choice. Former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. Minister Milver Street of Fairfield sent me here to retrieve some information. Not my most exciting assignment, but suppose we can't expect much with the stalemate on this island. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My arm, my graft, needs some bolstering. but if the wraps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none.
Why is this place littered with these reptidons? There's nothing here.
When there's paperwork, there's enemy secrets. And dropping raptidons on the place is a quick way to stop any personnel keen on destroying those secrets before we find them. It's a kinder fate than if they survived. Allowing us to walk off with this intel would surely land any survivor in front of the firing squad. Or sentimental refreshment.
Then the information here ought to be important.
Mm-hmm. This place is an archive of Protectorate censorship. If it's been sanitized, censored, or rewritten out of the Protectorate's history, the Ministry's where you'll find it. And apparently there's some highly sensitive intel about mental refreshment hereabouts. The Minister sent me here to find it.
I'm surprised you sent a grafted soldier here. Don't think I've seen many of you around these parts.
If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs.
I gotta ask, what's that therm arm do?
Other than punch a hole in my armor, cause Huel at the saloon to yell in consternation, not much, at present. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now.
And now you're looking for a chance to prove them wrong. Is that about right?
I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones.
Mention an Enhanced Soldier Division. Couldn't they help you out?
No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one.
Have you asked her for help?
She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to, nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing.
Hope things work out for you. I'll see you around.
Get the feeling you will. Go on now. There's probably plenty of Protectorate info waiting to be scooped up if you're keen. Just mind the wraps. I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my contract. Law knows I could use a lucky break.
Just me or did Inez remind
Where'd she go?
tough like her?
Wanted to look at her
Shame she's
third
made
arm.
this choice.
Enthusiastically.
Got a distraction for you.
Come on, wait, Niles. These don't open. Oh, there's a lot right here.
Sequencing attack strategies.
Shotgun's the way to go. Alert. Overdue deliverable. Our records indicate that the Ministry is 247 days late on delivering critical information to Euphoria Arc. Print the following past to Euphoria Arc and hand deliver the pertinent reports immediately. Roger that. Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. Sensors tasks. Following retreat from Fairfield, 3 dead, 6 missing, 1 wounded, 10 active. Unit cohesion broken, morale low, awaiting instructions. I spied 2 sentinels wrestling with automechs last night. Upon their leave, I found no new data or recorder hidden beneath the main sensor lenses. Let's gain entry to the automech repair center, which is 1,100 meters away. How do I get in there? It's this door. Way to turn power on? Much more stairs here.
Engaging.
Unsanitized reports. Following reports are unsanitized and must be assigned to personnel. Do not let this information leave the ministry without undergoing a sanitation pass, secondary sanitation pass, and a supervisory review. Fairfield under siege by Rapidon threat. Current standards of sanitation and messaging. Remember to review this terminal often for the most current information. It is your responsibility to ensure that your sanitation efforts honor the sovereign order. Is to be elevated to Scourge of the Protectorate. Tragedy of the Horizon Point creates heroes of the Protectorate. The war with Auntie's choice. You're more than welcome to read that if you would like.
Inbound.
Take the heat off, Commander. Just stay with
That trauma kit? Anti-choice chaw. Is the remote? Where am I? Aha! This is how you get in there. Pick up high security lockbox. A decryption key. Alright, so there's that door. Sticking my arm in this weird thing and heal for some reason again. This beginning. Administrator's reports. Warning, do not proceed if you are not the Sentinel. Administrator of the Ministry of Accuracy. Failure to heed this warning if you are not said administrator will be met with severe consequences. Our consul has breathed new life into the much lauded mental refreshment program, graduating hundreds of subjects in record time. Now even the most extreme cases may be rehabilitated and invited back into the fold, their perspective less complicated and more loyal. Once again, tried and true methods win went on over needless research and development. The Council knows what's best for the Protectorate, and nothing's better than mental refreshment. When your troubled friends and neighbors stray from the bosom of Protectorate, remember that mental refreshment is the best way to back to basics. Once you're there, relearning basic skills will be as simple as second nature. By direction of the Council. The following are the revised decrees of the Council. Claims of the Sovereign's leniency are utterly unfounded, regardless of whom the source of the rumor may be. Warden, arbiter, or vigilant. Falls upon every sentinel to ignore claims of clemency and ensure that subjects receive the harshest punishments possible for derelictions of the paradigm. I wonder what that is used for. Where is... this? This high security lockbox has been sent to your ship and may be opened there with advanced decryption keys, which we have. Okay. Next time we're at the ship, we'll have to remember to open that. In the meantime, let's use double jump and get places where we normally wouldn't be able to go. I don't know what the scrap metal's used for, but we're finding it everywhere. Oh, there's an entrance in here.
You need to worry about. Over here, free hole in the head.
Repeating revolver. Okay. Why was this closed off? Doesn't look like there's anything in here. Ew. Optional is done. Gain entry to the automatic repair center. Before you can sabotage the facility, you'll need to find a way in. Occur into that engineering know-how may be useful in duping the guards. Well, I'm not very good at engineering, but we'll make do. Oh, barbed wire. Arbiter training facility. Was I supposed to go in there?
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time
Roger that.
they opened fire on us. Real code 472.
Scout report.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Eddie, Scout.
Like a freaky monkey thing. I'm so sorry. Oh, you can't kill him. I just feel like a jerk for shooting a monkey. Alright, this is park. Let's see here. Automech Repair Center. Submechanist Missy Cade. Put my guns away. Are you friendly?
Who goes there?
Who goes
By
there?
orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Yeah, here's my access pads.
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zyranium gas. We sprung a leak.
Sounds serious. Everyone alright?
Nothing too bad. Aside from the headaches, nightmares, missing teeth, and headaches. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
Yeah, we'll see. So far, I haven't been shot. This is a town. This one doesn't look like it's in good shape.
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
Okay.
What in the name of the architect? Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival, right before our chief mechanist decided to harangue me with the latest on our catastrophe.
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here auguring the impending doom of this facility.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless jawing, but not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it.
Depends on what you need.
You see, Woodrow, why at this rate, we'll have the facility up and running in little to no time.
That's what scares me, Marshal.
Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals, though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Zyranium leak.
And you want someone to patch it up, i.e. me, who's disposable.
I wouldn't have put it in those terms, but I appreciate someone who speaks their mind. The Vox relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Auntie's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zyranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate.
Can't make any promises, but I do like the sound of a Zyranium shield.
That's the spirit. You've got gumption, nerve, and daring do. Almost reminds me of myself.
Marshal, those automechs have been corrupted with Zyranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of if we lack the time or resources to approach this rationally. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded as traitors.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so personally, in the comfort of his office.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. May the delicate workings of the paradigm point us toward a better way.
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your loyalty, and it will never steer you wrong.
Alright. We got unfortunate news, people. I'm here to sabotage.
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. I don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
You're a mechanist.
What brings you to this fine establishment?
Caught a piece of shrapnel.
Stay true, outsider.
Alright. You ain't it.
Yes. Let's have a look at you. No signs of Zyranium exposure, or anything else novel or interesting, apparently. Another humdrum workaday ailment, no doubt. Nothing requiring my vast expertise, surely.
You mentioned Zyranium. Can you tell me more about it?
Oh, gladly. I've rather dedicated my life to researching its unique form of matter. What would you like to know?
What exactly is Zyranium?
Zyranium is a crystal. Even in its raw form, it generates energy. But once refined and stored in a quasi-gaseous state, its output increases exponentially. Zyranium is found in a liquid state as well, but it's far too hazardous and inefficient for our needs. Refined Zyranium is used to power nearly all major Protectorate technology. It's an amazingly efficient power source. However, it's also highly unstable and must be mined exceedingly carefully. Even minor bumps or jolts can cause Zyranium crystals to explode.
And how do I keep from getting Zyranium poisoning?
Total avoidance is best, but try to get out of the Zyranium as quickly as you can if exposure becomes necessary. Come to think of it, there may be some exciting new breakthroughs in the near future. Our visiting scientist next door is working on a device that shields the user from Zyranium's effects, though she was having a spot of trouble last I heard.
Alright, I'll leave you to it. I need to go next door. What's next door?
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Zyranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displays standard overloading.
Damaged loader mech. This loader mech is out of order. There's no obvious sign of what could have caused the damage to its frame. Chief Devisor Delphina Bryant.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now what is it you want?
I'm Hughes, and you are?
Quite busy, as I said, and less pleased for this unscheduled work suspension. Now, did you have some business here?
You must be the scientist the Marshal mentioned, the one working on a shield device?
Ah, our good Marshal sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected.
I could always expedite your work in exchange for something in return.
Assist me, and you'll get more than bits out of the equation. You'll get a prototype shield gadget, the first of its kind. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zyranium gas?
You mean those clouds of fumes around the hangar outside?
One and the same. That building took the brunt of the damage during a recent attack, and now it's spewing valuable Zyranium all over the place. I could speak at length about Zyranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zyranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm.
And how's that coming along?
Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components.
I'd be willing to help if you need a hand.
Good, good, wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zyranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zyranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zyranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions?
I think I'm good.
Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now! Gather those samples! Shoo!
How exactly do I... gather that Zyranium. I'm assuming a button pops up when I walk close to it.
Not sure we should get any closer.
Does that work? Oh, it is over here. Didn't I just try this one? Alright, collected your Zyranium. You couldn't have done that? It's 10 feet away.
My little minion. I trust you've made progress in your tasks?
I've collected a sample as requested.
What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that
Sure
or
it
you
was.
tolerate Zyranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away. Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user.
And that's where you need my help again?
I require a component called a catalytic amplifier. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside.
Seems fortunate.
You would imagine so, wouldn't you? Unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist, Woodrow, wasn't enthusiastic about my proposal to geld his only combat automech. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier.
Tell me about this Dragoon.
Dragoons are a mainstay of our military. The design has been in production for decades. I had a model of one when I was young. All children did. You must have seen the large automech patrolling the interior grounds. That is the Dragoon.
Alright, I'll get your catalytic amplifier.
Good. A flexible mindset should behoove you on this task. Perhaps the chief mechanist will prove more receptive to your request. Failing that, be prepared to exercise creativity if needed. One last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Not only would the amplifier likely be damaged, but we'd both be summarily executed, assuming we survive the firefight that ensued. Well, off you go. Shoo.
Stop shooing me. Alright, we leveled up. Let's see what we need for this. Engineering would be... Let's just do 2 engineering. Perk point for Niles. Niles ignores a portion of target's armor and will take it. Can target enemy weak points to deal more damage. Niles puts himself in the enemy's line of fire to protect his comrades. Enemies more likely to target him and will occasionally fire at enemies not targeting, taunting them. I'll do that one. And Valerie. Party members affected by Valerie's life injection module trait receives a moderate armor bonus for a moderate duration. Whenever Valerie uses her life injection module trait, all other party members, including herself, are also healed for... Well, I'm doing that. Hello there, Woodrow. Oops. Put the gun away.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more cases of Zyranium exposure. We're a mite bit busy these days.
I am looking for a catalytic amplifier.
She and I have been over this 100 times. Please understand, the original staff of this facility were rounded up and refreshed because they couldn't safeguard a protectorate asset. Why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap?
Dang.
I can't. I won't.
Speech 3. There has to be some other way to get a catalytic
If you're
amplifier.
really so desperate, you can track down our second Dragoon. Damn thing wandered up the coast and hasn't been seen since. I'd have sent someone to retrieve it myself, but Dragoons are stubborn when their instructions are unclear.
Maybe I'll do that. Thanks, Chief.
Good hunting. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
It's not that far away. They're gonna hurt me? Let's say access granted. Looks like there's a bunch of reptilians or the other things. Crabble bullet claws.
Ain't recharged.
What do you mean ain't recharged? The heck is this thing? Equip the automatic for parts. This automatic appears to have suffered grievous injury at the claws and pincers of Crabbles, a small raven in its armor is property of the Euphoria Coast Automatic Repair Center. Catalytic amplifier. Alright, Doctor, we are back with your catalytic amplifier.
Well, any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier?
Here it is.
Oh, superb. I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on, just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zyranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war.
Thank you, Doctor.
Don't thank me. Just doing my part for the sake of the paradigm, same as anyone.
Gas energy deflection apparatus. The gas energy deflection apparatus is a gadget that grants you a temporary shield, protecting you from damage and hazards such as uranium. Activating the gadget applies the shield, depleting with damage taken or time spent inside of a hazard. After a duration or enough damage is sustained, the shield will disable automatically. Reactivating the gadget while it is still active resets duration and the amount of shield requests. So LB is to activate it. Got it. So we should be able to sabotage the facility now. So we press LB. You've been exposed to Zyranium. As you gain Zyranium exposure, your max toxicity is decreased, reducing your ability to use medical inhaler without crashing. Visit a doctor in town to have them remove your Zyranium exposure. Alright. Open.
Engaging. Combat protocols.
Well, hello. Drug crash. Overuse of mech can cause you to experience drug crash. While crashing, the inhaler is disabled, preventing you from healing further. Prevent crashes and ensure you're watching your toxicity closely. Investing in the medical skill can increase the amount of toxicity you can incur before a crash occurs. Roger that. Seal room and vent gas. Gas venting successful. Flow control system access unlocked. Initiate Zyranium flow shutdown. Shut down the flow with either intake conduit still open would result in a pressure buildup that could lead to structural. So do I? I think that's what I want, right? Anything in here worth taking? Curie conduit locations. Conduits are located along the north wall of the central chamber of the building. Access points are for each located are up to levels. Override. Disregard safety and perform shutdown. Alright. Let's return to Officer Kaur. And we are back in Fairfield.
You know, I can't recall seeing any of these protectorate types ever run a scam on each other.
Weird, ain't it?
Yeah.
Seems to really respect
Officer Kaur, we sabotaged the facility. Can you help us get into the Vox relay now? I need to find a doctor.
Been working at that spot of business we discussed?
Yes.
Easier to lead with fewer targets nibbling at your psyche. Loose your words. I'm listening.
I did what needed to be done at the repair center.
Scouts reported a plume of smoke thick and wide billowing from the facility. Sure didn't seem to be mechanical exhaust. Got more to report?
I ran into a grafted soldier, Inez. Do you know anything about what she was doing?
Just that Milver Street requested her presence for some mission. Normally I'd demand to be paid, but I was just glad to get her some work. Trooper Sealong was one of my best enhanced soldiers, but never took to her grafts. Been uncertain what I could rely on her for. So Milver Street holds her contract. At least for now.
So what's the next step?
Now, let's talk helping you. There's a bridge gating entry to the northern part of the island. You want to get to the Vox? First step is getting through it. There's an alternate path, but it's blocked by Zyranium. I'll order my troops at the forward operating base to aid you, and you'll punch through together. From there, your target's the Skycutter Tower. Seems it was recently reactivated, and by our engineers' metrics, might be useful in overloading the Vox's defenses.
I actually picked up a shield that might be able to help me get through the Zyranium field.
Wouldn't trust the Protectorate's over-engineered perfection to cook a Spratwurst. Give me the no-frills, disposable quality of Auntie's choice any day. If by some miracle your contraption doesn't turn you inside out, I'd give you a much quieter route to the Vox. Much as I'd like the bridge's clearing. Once you pass to the northern end of the island and enter the Skycutter, you'll need to find the tower's power routing controls. Mayhaps you can wreak some chaos at the Vox. Step light, though. There's no Protectorate gallivanting near the tower, which, like as any, means something bloodthirsty lurks within. Stay intact.
Roger that, officer. Alright, so I need a doctor. Where is a doctor?
I ain't even close to hitting rock bottom yet. Fiddly bottom.
Are you the doctor?
I must ask you to
Still
hold
working
still.
on her, huh?
I thought I smelled gunpowder and blood. Hello again. I'm still quite busy, so make this quick if you please.
I could use some healing.
Yes, I can clearly see that. I'm still up to my lamps and wounded and dying. But I suppose having you expire in front of waiting patients would not do much to instill confidence. I can apply some Anti's branded deep wound adhesive, but it's hardly cheap.
Alright, Doc, patch me up.
This may sting a little, or a lot.
Thank you. Alright, with us fully healed up, and our next objective ahead of us, we have to decide if we're going to go through the Zyranium hazard field, or go over the bridge, which Officer Kaur would rather us do. But that will be for the next episode. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.